Breanna Thompson. I'm 23 years old and I recently graduated from Xavier University with a Bachelor of Arts. Yay me! I'm so happy to be finished with school. But okay, so I guess a little bit of history about myself. I've always been a visual person. My mom tells me stories about like when I was 3 and I'd have art projects spread out all over the floor, like cutting up paper and making clay and coloring and painting. So I've always had that kind of visual language instilled in me. And I also played violin from the age of 9. So that's pretty cool, that's the thing. And I was a shop kid. My dad worked on cars and he like built our house from scratch. So I was always out there helping him. So it makes perfect sense now that I paint and weld and do woodworking and graphic design. So I randomly said something to Brandon one day when he posted a picture of some spray paint. I was like, I'm in love. I love all that paint. That's amazing. So we started painting together, and then I started working with his organization, 2 Cent, with like set design and just volunteering to help out with their things like the Literacy Festival. So he called me and was like, look, we need some more women artists. Come out here and make something. So that's how I got involved with this. I mean, of course that's just the nature of humans to like separate ourselves and to label things. But I mean, it depends on what community you're in. Certain people do separate it, certain people don't. Especially in the graffiti community, there aren't very many women artists. So I see where he was coming from with that. But I'd like there to not be.
As far as the art that's here, that's being displayed, can you give me information about the piece that you did?
So the piece that I did, I have 2 pieces. One piece is a welded piece. It's steel rods that I welded into like geometric patterns and stuck in the ground, and it's like a discussion on duality between like the body and the spirit, and the openness of the body and how the spirit flows through the body. And then another piece that I did was a bunch of found objects that I found around the site one day and decided to paint on them something representative of the community, of womanhood in the community. And I'm still figuring out what that conversation is about. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I love seeing things like this come together because it was so organic and so inclusive and inspiring. Like, usually when you see a group show, people go off and they make something somewhere else and then they all bring it together, and you're not really having a larger conversation with the other people that are in the show. And that's really something that was ingrained in here, and that's like really amazing to me. Not at the moment. I did a show at the McKenna Museum in May. I also participated in a show at Good Children Gallery on St. Claude in February. But you will be able to see my work here, and then coming up, I'm not sure. We'll see.
Do you work with any youth as far as any children programs, anything like that?
Off and on, not permanently, but I get commissioned to do things like art tents for festivals with kids, and I'm also working on a mural with some kids at a KIPP school, the KIPP school in St. Claude.
What's the social media sites that we can follow you on?
You can follow me on Instagram at OneWhoPaints, all spelled out, one word. You can follow me on Twitter at Breanna, BREJUANA, and I'm on Facebook as Breanna Thompson.
In 3 sentences, can you sum up what this art means to you?
Oh, that's so hard. No, not at all. I mean, okay, so to me, art is visual expression of like what's inside of you. I'm not, like, okay, I'm talkative, but I'm not the most talkative person, and the reason that I do art is to be able to communicate the things that I see in my brain, because I think mostly visually all the time. Like when I get an idea, it's always a flash of a picture. So that's how I communicate what's inside of me to the rest of the world.
Any last remarks you would like to say?
Oh, no.
All right, you did a great job.
Thank you.